This demonstration is going to focus on painting a big cloudy sky on wet paper. And for part two, I'll finish up the driftwood and foreground so you kind of get the sense of how it belongs in an actual finished painting. But once the paper's wet all the way to the horizon, take a mixture of cobalt blue and a bit of burnt sienna. The burnt sienna just kind of graze it slightly so it isn't raw. And just with a moppy brush, skip around. Got a little bit of cadmium orange. Actually, that was kind of mixed in with what was on the brush too, so it's a little browner. It's very, very thin, and I want it to just add a little bit of warmth to the sky in places. Every brush load now has a little more paint and a little less water. If I add more water to what's down there, it will just spread and wash away the shapes, creating a blossom that we don't need. So I'm just kind of making up. This isn't going to be a real dramatic sky. I just want to illustrate cloud shapes and have kind of a soft, cloudy, big sky background. This is going to dry a lot lighter, so you can be pretty brave with the mixtures as we start getting into the drier ones. Same combination, just a little bit of burnt sienna into the cobalt blue. Careful not to fill in all the whites. Going back for a slightly different mixture each time. Some just a little more blue, some a little grayer. It's going to be a lot lighter when it's dry because it's still a fairly loose wash, but it's going on wet paper. Now that orange is starting to look a little too bright, so I want to subdue it a bit. Yeah, and now I'm just kind of looking for subtleties. I'm paying attention to how wet the paper is. It's still lively enough for me to add more bits and pieces. But if it starts to show hard edges, I have to stop. But this is 200-pound rag paper, meaning it's cotton fiber. And because it's that weight, it stays wet a reasonably long time. I mean, by that I mean like 5 minutes or so, depending on how humid the air is.